PS4, so I'm checking trophies. We're also going to be discussing, by the way. There's two hidden trophies that I don't have. Those are the two trophies I don't got. One's between safe driver and car to regular, and the other is between hands of two and keep on trucking. Let's figure out what they are. But yeah, we're going to be talking a lot. I'm going to check something. Character style. Wait. What's this? Oh, guys. So, keep in mind, I'm looking at stuff. Stop and go breaking it on, okay. Steering inverted is off. But yeah, we're going to be we're going to be talking a little about the future of the game. What Sadesco, I think his name's Martin. He discussed it during the last two live streams they've done. Stuff that's coming that they're actually working on. There are YouTubers out there will try to tell you they are not working on nothing. The game is dead. There's nothing in the works. Misleading, by the way. There are. Yes, I've watched the last two live streams. I watched them last night, actually. That's how I know what some of their plans for the future of this game is. And it's looking very promising, guys. Let me get my lights on. One is, of course, the latest DLC. We're doing these. Not gonna read these because they're so repetitive. But yeah, one thing they're doing, gonna be doing, guys, with this patch that they're waiting on the patch slots from the two game system companies, Microsoft, Sony, maybe Nintendo. I don't know what's much on that one. But they're adding a lot to it. Rumble strips is just one of the features. We're getting as well. Backing noise, that beep, that's coming. Button mapping. Looking, by the way, where we headed? Didn't check. Button mapping. Oh, I met him. Good. I want to change my skin. My skin for my truck, actually. Something like that. There's also could be some other audio. One, the wipers, or you're actually gonna be able to tell your wipers are making noise, guys. Actually, you'll hear it in game. The rumble shows them that I like. If you really need to slow down or hurry, they may actually help you. So keep that in mind. There's also going to be another sound. I'm actually glad, especially for the David missions, which are time missions. You know, when you really need to hear it, when hearing that, knowing when your truck is connected to the trailer. Actually, there's going to be audio. As well as when you disconnect, there's an audio clue now to that. I think that's much needed. But there's also going to be a thing that's going to happen. You're going to be notified when they're coming up. There's going to be roadblocks, guys, aka construction and accidents. These are staged events. They're rare, they're random. You're not like, oh god, not again. Those of us in the early game on this would know they had a lot of this happen in the early days, and the accidents. Yeah, a lot of them. But that's okay, guys. They're fixing now. That's stuff at that stage. You'll have to go around them. That looks like the AI knows they're there as well, so they'll go around. And you do get ahead of time, so don't worry, you'll go slam on into them. In a way, I'm kind of glad they're out of solo deck, especially if I don't know where it's going to be, because sadly there is one issue. You will know when I'm working with David. You guys probably noticed this on me. I race around the map, guys. A lot of that has to do with his missions. Time so to come up on one of them, go have to slow down. I know. Yeah. into that because you know where, if you play this for a while, you know where all the speed cameras are. I've watching this, their live streams. Martin does on TV. Like he never really seems to pay attention to his sleep bar. Goes, you watch me, you'll know it. I'm constantly knowing how. For instance, I go to rest there in bed on before I leave because I don't want to have that issue. I think there's people who would like to have that turned off. It don't bother me, guys. That stuff. I think sleeping is part of truck driving, so you should have a sleep bar, should have a fuel bar. I don't want to turn that stuff on, off. At times I wish there was a fast travel. There kind of is, but it really depends on what garages you have and how close you are to one of them. Then that's the limitations of your fast travel. It don't bother me. The outer trucking game that's coming's got the same issue. It don't have a spawn thing that I know of. From what I understand, there's nothing like that. We're not going to go much into that game on this broadcast. Again, there's more coming for Truck Driver. They say is in the works. One is this. They say it's going to be fixed. Give some of the big stuff for last. That. There's a huge where that's going to be fixed. It talked about interior customization as well, which that's not that big a deal to me, but I'm glad to hear. What else? Music. They're mentioning someone on that. Now the big ones, guys. The ones I think most people are anxious about: map expansion and jobs. They mentioned this. In fact, the map extension one they were mentioned a couple times. It's being worked on, guys. It is being worked on. They got teams working on this stuff. Who knows when it's coming, but rest assured it's coming at some point. Again, this is taking time. I got feeling a lot of this due to COVID. It's led to a lot of the issues. What's led to delays. A lot of games we're facing, aren't they, right now? I know I'm kind of going slow. I did that one for the light, but at two, I wasn't sure if I had any traffic ahead of me. Always a very safe driver. Now they did mention some issues I'm seeing. Looks like we're having rain, guys. So, like I said, with the next patch when it comes out, you'll hear these your wipers. That'd be a nice addition. They do note a few issues, and I'm glad. Oh crap! We noticed a few issues there, didn't we? Oh boy, guys, this will be a hard fix. I hope I don't get another red light. Okay, I guess because I went for their light, that's why I got the. I didn't go in. Oh, come on, tractor. There's a few issues they've noted in games. I think something mentioned about the tunnel or in cab. They've noticed sometimes it's either on the switch or something. They notice where the rain's coming through. Mitch talked a little detail on these. Very little. Tedious is what they called it. Tedious issues. Just again, I thought I seen rain. I don't feel like got the wipers on. There's no rain. I feel like a fool. I ain't gonna worry about this going over here in the middle. Looked like there was some rain. But yeah, tedious issues. They're not worried about it, guys. Again, this is game breaking. They don't want to take the time. I know what they're talking about. Don't take the time away from the major issues to fix a tedious issue. That's no big deal. Now, map expansion. I thought errors like this were what they're talking about. Until they mentioned something. No, it did not sound like that's what they're talking about. So here's where they're coming at, guys. And maybe there is it. I don't know. Maybe new areas. Jobs. Jobs they don't really talk on much. You mentioned there is teams working on it. They didn't go into more detail. Some of it he couldn't go into detail, and I agree. Or maybe he just don't know on some of it. If they got like teams working in different areas, like one team's working in this office, one other team's working on that office, whatever. However, it's happening because of COVID, obviously. It's understandable. Maybe it's not. Obviously, Martin couldn't go into much detail on it. Understandable. They tight-lip. Don't commit to something and then have it have to be removed because it's not working. I get that. If someone mentioned something about a backing camera, he made these look so easy, by the way, for all these little things we should do. Make it look as half as easy. These harder ones. Let me take a 90. Charlie, Big Show Dover, right? I can't remember. Must have been Big Show and the way he looks now. I'm gonna turn those back off. Sunscreen type 1. Yeah! See what's going off? I kind of know it is raining. Oh, travel. This ain't more fun it was, guys. But there's another little issue I've noticed. It's been in the game since I've got the game. It's probably been there since day one. It's a little tedious. And something I hope to do fix it. It's a what the hell? It's a misleading sign. Now, if you're new to the game, it's actually a bigger issue if you're playing it well. Because if you're playing well, you probably don't bother you. If you just start playing. I know when I first started playing this, if I made that mistake, it was in the wrong lane and got nailed by it. So we're doing little repair work, very little. I'm having. I like that name not much. So paint job. Let's switch another one of these. I'm doing American flag. I'll go with the DC skyline. I like this one too. I like all of them really, but switch it up. Yeah, so those people that give me a little grief because they're put stuff like that out first. Keep in mind which parties are put in that or the expansion. I guess those little paint jobs and stuff are a little easier. Hopefully the DLC isn't paid for. Would I pay for a map? Of course. I mean, I play this game. Of course I would. Who want? I mean, if you're playing the game, you will more likely. You don't want to, but would you? I guess, yeah, you could. Of course, we would love it for free. Who wanted for a map expansion in any game you play? I get realize you need stuff to keep your game going, too. We're doing our shirt. How about we go? Keys coming the same direction and work a little longer. That's what we're. Guys, no one keep to. Yeah, this is why I don't know. See, sometimes I second guess myself. I don't know why. How many times have I made this trip? 5.9 million. See, we got stuff that's coming. That's looking forward to it. There was a player, a YouTuber, used to do a lot of stuff for this. They no longer does. They don't do nothing for this except complain, gripe on them about stuff they are putting out for the game. This can be for other stuff. Want to be the Rumble Strip feature. I think did some welcome addition. I'm glad it's being added. I did leave a little note. Give me over the thumbs up. I hope I did. Oh, crap. No one, because I don't think we have see lines before the speak cameras before the light. I'm trying to keep. Let me just say this patch can't come soon enough for my case. This controller I'm using, I really need it now, guys. It's the jerky left one. It's one of the things I love about SnowRunner. And by the way, if you were watching my thing, I just got so tired I had to go to get some sleep, guys. I did sleep very well last night. I didn't get very much sleep earlier. I want to try. But I did need to try to go get some. It's helped a little bit. I didn't mean to do that because I had to. I was at that point. Not to mention, I'm doing is going around Michigan selling trailers. I mean, that'd be boring to watch that. There was one trailer that was an exception. I did not think I was ever going to get the trailer unstuck, guys. It looked like it was literally the back axle would snapped on this fan. Got it fixed. Got it unstuck. I don't know how I did it. I did it. Finally got it unstuck. It was you should see that broadcast, guys. Oh boy. But there's some things on this. Curious will they ever allow like mod support, of course, now that this is on Steam, stuff like that. You could possibly, obviously, during other games could have come to this. If they were, I'm sure you'd see a lot more stuff. Now, keep in mind, you gotta take the good with the bad. I mean, let's face it, mod support sounds like a great thing, no feature, right? Keep in mind, not always. I know I watched together there, like there's some visit. What if they don't show every little trip, which I mean, I wish it would. For American truck, that's what I've been watching. The Bay Area bugs. You're wondering. He mentioned the truck he got on Euro truck, and he looked like crap. Also, mod supports can cause your game to crash. Now, for those of us who've been with this game for a while, or day one, you guys really been through it. I've been through since near the start of this year. That's when I got the game. We've been through it, haven't we? We've experienced the game crashing issue like crazy. I remember back when you saved during that long trip, or the last fourth trip, whatever that is, for Andre to Norden, and I'm speeding. Oh guys, I'm so bad. The fourth trip for Andre, you have saved. It crashed about 3 times. Once on the way to Norden, between Norden and Osterhaven. Then between Osterhaven and back to Andre's place, it would crash as well. There's another issue I'm hoping they fix. I haven't experienced, knock on wood. You hear me knocking on my head, you understand why? It's that issue where it's like almost slams on the brakes on you, your truck jerks. First time it ever happened, I thought my truck was possessed, literally. It was a funny video. For that reason. Like you hit a wall or something and it tells you your truck's restarting, whatever. Sometimes you get this, you don't see that pop up. I haven't seen where the wheel don't pop up, but or you don't see nothing. I actually take that for okay. Again, hopefully we're going south this time, not north. If we go north, you know, we'll go to Andre next time. This is like this first trailer, guys. Wait, I want to do something. No, it says it's on, it's not. I don't notice that stop and go feature, guys. It says it's on. Hold up. It says it's supposed to be on. Stop and go braking. That says it's on, right? Okay, now. There's one thing too. I can't remember what is this? Oh, I think I know what it is. I'll turn it on and check next time. I got this off. If guys, you ever wonder why? I have a reason why that is. Force too much driving right away. I know it was an issue in the past. If it still is for you guys, just turn it off. Seriously. I don't know much about that stuff. I'm not sure if that. Never had a will. Never really. I don't have a real reason to have a will. So I don't have a will. Oh, is it right? I don't think it's right. That's not one here. Where are we going? Okay, we're going to Sabai. Let me see what the 200 after that. Okay. Bog. Yeah, the little issues again, keep in mind these are premium maps in these paint schemes. I get it because it does show them support rate. They have people playing. Those of us who have the patience for the game will enjoy it. I like again at games that people that I understood were crap, but that I now own and I really do enjoy. A great example is No Man's Sky. I was watching, I think it's What Culture? Could be wrong. Don't quote me on this. I think it's What Culture though. For sure it was What Culture. They listed the 20 games of the generation. And let's face it, from what I understood when that game came out, it wasn't a great game, guys, by far from it. And I actually asked a person, they said, do not buy the game. It's hard for me to recommend any games to give that much. SnowRunner would be an exception. I would recommend that game in the New York Minute. Anyway. Yeah, lost the trend there. Now it's a pretty decent game, and it did put on that list, guys. I always looked into it. Someone asked me about it. I sent who their friend played it, so they asked me. Maybe it's not like they seen them being played, and they thought it looked good, so I was like, okay, I'll check into it. It was on sale, I got it. Guys, I'm glad I made that purchase. I do love that game. Is it the best looking game? Probably not. Here's another great example. You don't notice if you're at speed, this hill at all, but if you're not at speed, I think this is pretty much any hill. You know as you start slowing down on these hills, guys, to load. You guys notice it. It is a very tricky hill. The hills are very steep. Start losing speed. Makes you wonder if you're ever making it up. Little details like that. I like it, guys. I just wish those roads of death, we'll get that in a second. You would notice it, like with the rumble strip feature. I wish that would have been one of the things they thought about, like those like dirt roads. You wouldn't notice a dirt road like you notice a rumble strip, you know, the way it should be. You should feel a slowdown, reduction, and stuff. Like that bumpy ass feel to it. Good dirt road, or even some paved roads. More like that. Let's face it, we know those roads somewhere. I know how it is in Europe, but in America, we're used to them. Oh, it's going to that lot. I think I know seen how he did this lot, guys. He made this lot look like he made it his bitch, or really. Martin, by the way, you're a really good driver. If you're watching, ever watching my streams, you're really good at this. I've watched him. Honestly, because they test the games, don't they? When you see their live stream for this, it's what he's been playing lately has been a patch for, and that is his job to test the patch. So that's what we're seeing. Getting to see. Even he admitted he didn't think he would go get to see that one. I tried to do what he did. I hit the damn fence. I want to get soon, guys. But I gotta look at this. He. So I can't get it in if he got it. I get it like a really crappy score if I try. There's a stomping feature. I mean, I don't know much about it. My reversing is always. Those who've been watching, well, you know, my reversing ain't the best, guys. I'm not the only one that has that huge problem, guys. No, someone else mentioned. But even a non-reverse stop, I would appreciate it. If someone mentioned a back reverse camera, you know what? Save your damn camera, okay? I mean, that would be nice. Don't get me wrong, it would be nice as well. But even if they don't give it, one gives a camera, give us a way of ability to stick our head up, you know, right for the glass and turn that. They had to look out the window because the pretty nice skyline. EC, Capital, Star, could be any truck. Only thing I wish is with the trucks you have unlocked, reflection on these cargo hauls that, hey, this is what you're getting. You know, we're at the 800, looks like. Need debating where to go get that sleep or not. If I could get them push a little more. Yeah, there's some good features coming. And again, it's going to be about how it's made a mistake now looking both ways. Something I'm going to pay for and get slammed into, I'll tell you. I deserve it. Yeah, we deserve it, don't it? They did mention again on the multiplayer ain't a thing that's good. I'm on been adamant on this myself. They don't really need a multiplayer. Would be nice to have someone else out here, or there was someone else they mentioned, but let me bring this up. Dude, the multiplayer, interesting transition because of that. But yeah, it would be nice maybe at times to have someone to talk to, or another driver on the road with you. Is it really needed? Not really. You already kind of make the money pretty fast on this, and there's not a lot to put it towards. I wish they had also, myself, add more of this, or add to them, because these don't take long to build up either, as far as these. Spatial are safe, sometimes be the exception, because it's so easy to slam into, so especially when your tires start getting bad. Longer journeys in particular. So also mentioned a cargo list from short cargo, I guess for every driver. Also the manual transmissions, not just for the select trucks that we got for now and when you have to buy a different truck, but for all trucks. Wouldn't be too bad a feature, and they it's not in it, but they. I don't think you can use the words ruled out either, because it's not like he's interested. You never know. American trucks, not sure. Not sure on. But yeah, there's that trucks, actual big trucks. They got box trucks for now. But they mentioned kind of about a, oh, I meant to do it there and I forgot. Oh, hold on. Phone. Hold on. Hello? Hello? Who? Maybe. This is, you don't know who the hell lives here. Sounds fake to me. Shut up. Yeah, I meant to do it there. Check on the character stuff. I gotta know what they're talking about. Oh no, I'm gonna go check next time. If I don't remember me. Truthfully, the sound effect that I heard, boy, that's about. Which even something they don't have. God, did I get paid for the last shot? Looks like I got about the same as I had before. Am I actually getting paid now? Don't feel I'm getting paid, guys. I have to keep it on up, you know. I'm just 1070-90, so they're distributed. Let's see where we're at. Yeah, call this guy to ask for someone, and you said maybe you could help me in, but it's questionable, guys. Sadly, there's a lot of fraudulent calls right now. Be very, very rare, guys. What you're giving out on, it's like due to COVID, a lot of people are trying to scam, make money there's also, but yeah, it's hearing that truck, your trailer actually connecting, disconnecting. It's kind of good. But also, feature I've always liked about their game, I wish more games had it, is that right mirror. Yeah, I do have their mirrors there. And even that, but that's separate than this one. I wish more games had that right mirror like this, where you can see it in game, because it's so hard to do. There's a feature I want to check. I'll do one up stationary. I'm not going to do one driving, but I'll check. Because if anybody had a feature look like it, or he's just really good with his controller. You don't even know. I got back to this graphic, this back to the same yard. It's the yard from hell. I knew another way over to it. I don't do it. I try not to do it. There's like a little shortcut you got to take. Hey. Actually, it gives you a better angle on that yard, but I try not to take it because it's probably takes you out of your immersion if you do it. It really would, because you're cutting through that where those guys are right over there. You're going right for there. Yeah. Just move up to this little area myself. As long as I'm in front of this game, probably make Good Lucky so much easier on something like SnowRunner. But yeah, it's those little things I wish were in other games. Because I met busting. There's times I really wish I had that right mirror. I needed more. I should need more on there than this thing. Times I wish they had like a. Oh, I've seen more one right there. Job is done. Okay, after I get some rest, I'll be right back on, Dre. Then you keep coming back and forth to the same place. But yeah, we got paid. Okay. I'm also above. The front sign, I haven't noticed not this truck at all, but. Maybe it was only while you're driving. It's supposed to have been looked like that and like that while you're holding the tag, guys. You know, the peak system. Which I mean, I've never had much luck. What about we would try something? I'll mention this. I would try this. And peak left, tap and hold. Oh, tap and hold. Thank ya. Did I play this? Okay. See, it jerks back to where you were looking. Okay, remember that feature of Game Tech? I think you've mentioned this. Dalvy's watching. But he was really adamant about them having that little feature. If you peek, guess what? It's in the game automatically. No, it's actually maybe not in the game automatically. It's actually if I watch. Actually, it is. It goes straight back to center. It don't go to where you're looking. It goes straight back to center. It's actually a good way of thinking. I'm glad I learned. Seeing it on his stream, I would have never thought to look at it. There's times I do that, and then I wonder if I'm lined up, and that's the way to do it, and you know you're lined up, guys. Go swim over to this little sleepy sleep spot over here. Some rush. Should have lights first. Don't want to. What the hell? Let's see, guys. There's also another feature he didn't know was entertaining in this someplace, but he's now aware of it. You might notice these don't make no sound when you turn them on, guys. They're now aware of it. They weren't aware of it, so given why wasn't in your game per se, why it's not been in the game. They just weren't aware of that other issue until someone brought it up during the live streams. The live streams people watch do fail. See, now I'm noticing this stop and go again. Just have to go forward. Don't notice it at all. I'm pretty good with centering up for myself, at least emotion, because I use the wheel. You wondering on that? How I do that? But yeah, there's trucks. That's on there. I'm trying to get it added, but I know you only have the little box trucks. I get it, but they are looking to bring in full scale rigs. Again, AI being what it is, I get maybe that's way on buses too. I wonder on that. Obviously, we got the mini buses, but full size. That's the stuff you notice too, that they really honk a lot at you when you're waiting for a car like that to go by. I don't know what's up with that. I really wish that's reminiscent of one of my lights back before when they kept honking the damn horn over and over and over. It was mad, I tell you, mad. Like not getting your butcher in. What time is this? 1800. Baffled a bit which now for a light. So going around, I'd better be ready to go. If you wonder what I did, again, people like David to get you in that mood. Time missions. Right now, for instance, I haven't known David's the only one that has time missions. So you wonder why I always bring David up. By the way, he looked the same. That's not what I thought it was. I did a flight of time. I don't know what bring that. Let me look at this. Set that up, right? Yeah, what's that? It was what I thought. It doesn't make sense. $100 don't make sense. I thought it was on them, and it wasn't, guys. I thought that would have meant character style. I still don't know what it means. It's madness, I tell you, madness. Oh, good, we're going to omit him. Oh, we got the statue. Like, actually, one of those lows are like nice, heavy. Low like this. Kind of knows that speed, I think. You notice it one time over here. I don't know, might have been the controller, but let's see. It's yeah, it must have been the controller. I don't know what's it now. Notice it one time. Of course, I was hoping the metal beams or concrete or something, which let's face it, a heavy load. Huh? Those of this place nowhere. I don't know what type of load out it is. Looks like a bus. Minibus, but still bus. The AI does respond to you now, which, let's face it, they hadn't been for a long time. Oh, boy. Mr. Van, do you be a nice gentleman and leave Van? Don't make me hit you. I don't want to hit you. Don't mess with my discount, man. Let me peek. Crap. Wonder what's going on there. I'm trying to use that peak, but don't seem to work on your stuff. Yeah, it was not working too well. I was hoping it would work on drugs. I can't center your camera again very quickly. Sorry, guys. Again, I hate when this controller does a jerk up, but the other one R2 don't work that great, so it doesn't work great for driving games. Okay, going over here, I can get this cruise control set. That's one feature I do appreciate on this game. I hope the other truck engine that's coming on the road works as good as that. Yeah, if you're newer to the stream again, they've got so much they're working on in this game, guys. But just the patience, wait for it, and you go out, or I'll go reap the rewards. And I just pray I don't have next major update. Don't have the same issue as that one we had, the garage one. Oh yeah, more one knows got at it, guys. Yeah, but their map expansion been worked on. There's jobs being worked on. Of course, the next update, this one they're working on, it's got a lot of cool features on it, guys. Besides what I knew was on it, which was the rumble strips and button mapping, which button mapping I've been after since for a while. One, I could switch this R2 and R1 around, or even bloody like I want to do it R1 and L1. But if I switch R2, I like that switch. Even though I don't have that on, it's funny how it's snoring. I just got R1 as my accelerator now on there. I just flipped it on R2 around because you could do that on it, guys. I like that. I mean, really, the mods, I don't get them. It's weird. Try to do mods where there's some memory or something. There's some mods I want to use, can't use. Trying to use some the crawler type vehicles. I'm hoping maybe they will work on the Yukon map better for scouting, which I don't know even know if I can use. So I gave up on them. I was still trying to make money, but I'm honestly making more money selling trailers off. I'm making a lot of money selling all my trailers around Michigan off. By the way, yeah, lights are on. We'll know that before I get there. Little detail I would mind would be a flip down sunvisor. Not like the one on bus similar, by the way, I'm going. You guys watch that. I seen a game list on the store at 20 bucks. Oh, if you were watching the snowrunner video, I just want to ask, it's 50 by the way for snowrunner. Just want to ask on that. Just want to let you all know. This was you. Sorry again, sorry that broadcast time the way I did it. I was just really tired. I need some sleep. Take it a lot, but a little I got to help, guys. I didn't have a great night last night. So needed it. But yeah, there's a. Oh boy, I slowed down and that was a mistake, guys. As you see, here's a great example of a load over an empty cab by itself. This hill is the worst word. Last thing you want to do is have to start rolling backwards to build your speed up like I've had to do on snowrunner. Yes, had a truck that did not want to go for it. Literally, it was finding me, and I needed it. I wanted to go for a bit in our truck because all I was needing was a pickup to pick up a trailer. Which they say truck or crane I'm recommending. I used the truck or crane, I didn't need it. Could use my daughter, my freight star, or the white star, or whatever I used that one. I prefer my freight star. That's my go-to delivery truck on that game. But yeah, little details. Now be honest, what do you want most in a game? That's one thing they're really listening to people. Stuff the players base has wanted. The reverse sound. I think a lot of us wanted. It is coming, guys, with the next patch. Cool. People has asked for it in the rumble strips. They're being, and people give some of their certain player give them grief about it because they respond to their player base. They're giving them grief. Why? They're actually trying to keep their fans happy, not people like you who've abandoned the game. But yeah, dude. Oh, I gotta look. I got enough to do my passive upgrade. I just caught that up there. Okay. Sorry guys, behind me there. Got a nice little convoy vehicles moving here. No, cruise control is not on, by the way. Let's try to go and see if we can build up our speed. But we should be able to. Don't want to go too much faster. I don't want to get too fast. Run. I know it ain't no speed camera, but I just try to keep it within the speed limit, guys. The only time I don't really look at that is when I'm working with David. Because some of his, unless they got that fixed, I wished he got his. He has to start first. It's like every time he does, pretty much these live streams. I wish he would do it one time. It's then play through though. We'll play through for a while and get to these guys. Because their time David missions, they don't seem like the timer's been fixed, and they were supposed to fix that at one point to add more to it. They really still need to do that. His missions are really, really fun. Yeah, the guy said that's some of his favorite missions is David's. And Mary, because we got those mysterious cargo loads, don't we? The nuclear, with the toxic waste, the drugs. We're running for Mary. And you don't tell me what I'm running. I'm running drugs. I know what we're running. Or weapons. It's one or the other. What are we running? Cars. Yeah, I brought that crap on a Mafia 3. I'm not buying it again. That ain't what cars is. Running weapons, drugs, method. Oh boy, I'm gonna need some sleep, guys. I have to top off too here soon. That'll cut in some more profit. Hopefully I can get 100%. I just wish to get in the reverse slots. There'd be more of them. First, I don't care if they out at every lot. I'd be in heaven. It's based most trucking games. You got the reverse end, don't you? You got the option, obviously, too. I don't use it very often. I've had to use it before on here. It's only because my timers. If I went to try to park it, it probably would fail the mission. Is that critical? The only time I ever use them is when I got there, or I just got such a bad trying to. It was a reverse thought and realizing I'm stuck. Beyond, well, maybe as bad or if not worse than that trailer was stuck. You guys will just know what I mean. I gave up. I didn't think I was going to do it. The moment I gave up, guess what happened? Bam, got it unstuck. It was really bad. It was like the back axle on the trailer. It snapped off. It would not budge. Kept trying. Winch. Crane, everything, trying to get it. I think I just pushed it, so it got off the bridge a little more, all tires or something, and bam, that did not fix it. And I was like, what? I was just, I think I'm going to sell for 90. I'm not going to push and lose the 90. Okay, I will. But next will be my buddy. Oh, there's Andre. Old picture, so there's that. Now we know. I personally prefer. So we'll go back to it, guys. I personally prefer the newer ones. Right, guys. So you guys know. Let the newer. That's some of the like the load they told you about it, guys. But yeah, for those of us who are waiting or patiently, and gave up on the game, those of us, even you newer players, we're being rewarded, guys. There's a reward coming for that. Now, some companies could give up on you easily. I mean, it makes me weary on the road, guys. I'm honest. It's track record. I remember what's going on. But yeah, track record, they have again got our monthly simulator too. I own it, it's utter dog crap. There's a feature they haven't updated. You're supposed to be able to customize the characters, clothing, so we can't get it all on the console. and it's still like that. Went back to start playing it because On the Road's coming out. There's the only game I got over there. There's another game on the market too out there. It's called Bus Driver Simulator. I don't know, guys. I've looked at it. I looked at it to watch, probably there's nothing in English, so it's hard to find it. I'm looking at that. I'm looking at Bus Sim. I'm gonna play Bus Sim, but I don't know if I'll ever get that game, guys. It's another one that looks graphic-wise. It reminds me of Mud Runner. You know, that type of graphic. Interior, this, which I, you guys know, I love my first-person view these type of games. I don't do it on SnowRunner, and I admit why. If you watch my SnowRunners, you know why. At this, the roads. It's not a flat road. It's not something like that, like this we have, or it's easy where I get this there. Ah, these say that's right on. I like more orchestra. See my wheel. You guys know that. What are we waiting for? I don't know. Oh, we're waiting to do my pass those. I think future that might have been from my patch. So I think I could do both. Oh, no I can't. I can either do few savings. Do need a, well, we'll get this up to free. Get more money. If I were out one or one would actually be accelerated. I'd be on my good controller. I said I even already like the sticks on this one. But I have one that don't jerk on me. Don't jerky on me. But there's a big gun in this game that's not on the road. There's a few details. One is if you're in that. I don't even know about. No, honestly, I don't even know the truck simulator games again. The other one. This does that right hand mirror there, which I like. There's that what do you call it? Personal detail. No, they don't. The story with your first missions. Tool to tow trucks. They call those tow trucks. Yeah, I guess towing trucks. Yeah, they don't look much like. Maybe they do. I don't know. I don't know what European ones look like. For those of us Americans, we know that the whole tow truck I'm used to. Have to get a wrecker. Even not even a truck one doesn't look like this. I'm curious on this sign, by the way. This is commonplace over there. I noticed it's a fictionalized world ran, fictionalized trucks, and I get why they did that. That part I understood. That way they could do your customization feature. You could do the damage mechanic, which, by the way, you do some guys. If you guys were watching my last stream of this, I did slam in the back of a van. And now, it may have been hard to see, by the way, it looks like it's raining. May have been hard to see on my truck, but that van, you noticed that on the van, guy. Oh crap, I does that. So that's why I don't like that. So I don't like that on that side. I prefer it on, would prefer it on my L buttons. Stuff like that I prefer. Just so easy to make it a little bit. So also what the shit wasn't on the left stick. Right stick wouldn't be a big problem for me. Left stick, yeah, it's a big problem because that's the same stick I'm driving with. Also show you can drive actually with your sticks. No. No, thank you. That's game that had that before. It was glad. I think it was Far Cry 4 had that feature. I did not care for it. I prefer my buttons, my shoulder buttons, guys, for my accelerator and stuff. I do prefer those. I could get used to it on the like X square or whatever. Yeah, there were old games that had that and for the shoulder. Of course, if you play this one with shoulder buttons, what do you try to do on those games? You're right, you're trying to use your shoulder buttons. Hey, but I thought GTA had it, and I were looking for it. I prefer the other controller even for that, and I looked there, and it's not there. I thought they were. I don't know what's going on, guys, because I thought I've had that problem before and I flipped it around and instead of flip it around and now I can't find it, guys. It flipped. They switched it. I thought it was alternate or something and it's not. It's a little thing I wish it. When you see do like I just did there, that is what I mean about that jerk left. Just a good example of it there. I can't handle it. It's control that. I gotta go gotta remember, I want to go right towards Charlie. My right towards Charlie. I got a new nickname for him, by the way, because it reminds me of him. The Big Show. Oh boy, that could have been bad. It could have cost me my safe driver discount. Don't mess with my discount controller. You guys know I've been working toward a 20 for all last session I was working toward it. My poor girl, man, she's getting slammed, hammered by that. And you guys, when I play games like this, if I don't play it off the streams, that's why I have multiple saves. If someone's asking why I stopped playing Train Sim earlier, guys, I'm trying to get back into that. I was actually trying to play it yesterday, someone kept spamming the same thing over and over and over. That's actually what makes me stop. Sometimes it irritates me, guys. Don't please stop the same thing. You know what I mean? That's the same thing spammed. It just make it stop. Once I'm head against the wall, make it stop. Anything like that. Come on. I'm sure viewers are saying like, come on, stop spamming this, guys. Stop spamming it. But there's a game, and this is one that I'm thinking of. I'm mentioning it. Sorry. It's called Bus Driving Simulator. Like I said, I think I mentioned it actually. Yeah, no, I don't know. It looks like it's European. Maybe more. Mentions Russian, Hungarian, stuff like that. Tourist. I'm curious about it. I will try to maybe tonight to see if I can see more broadcasts or just more. Every time I look for bus simulator though, the bus driving simulator, guess what wants to pop up? The game I know about because I got it myself, bus simulator. But Train Sim World, and when I say that 2020, guys, not 22. Again, I call it Train Sim World or TSW. It's not. If I say 2, it's TSW2. It's not the first one. It's actually upgrades I'm actually looking for on that, guys. Because I do own the game. I'm actually looking. Would love. If I had those, I probably would play more right now. What's that? But when I get to the short, I gotta go to the bathroom real fast, guys. So give me a brief moment to go do that. I'll shut the engine off so I don't burn any my fuel. I was going to turn my fatigue bar off as well. By the way, there's one thing, Martin, if you are watching, by the way, well done. I've seen him do it, even though he is right here. I don't think he knows he can do a part right here like this. Yeah, and this goes all the way around. Notice he's now driving proper way in and out, and I thought that was good, by the way. Used to be at some cut, go against the arrow. So, okay, I'll be right back. Actually, I paused it. I didn't realize I had. That actually would keep the letter. So, hey, Charlie. I could do probably another one of those type. Let me do that here next before I stop. So I'm getting a little drink. Actually, the next two missions we're going to do most of my funds a little faster. But yeah, yesterday I did something for them by listening. So it was out in their Sedesco time. That's to show them I do appreciate what they're doing. They did a good job. Keep it up. That's a little comment about that because they are working on stuff, and I wasn't aware of that before because of what they were bringing, and that was before what I was working on, guys. And for her, that I was like, wow, why'd you go, guys? Is there some issues at times? Yes, they are aware of them. I mean, name again, it doesn't have a damn issue to it. Trust me, name. Actually, do it, please. Just name that game. I name it. If I could play it, I will, and I'll go to it. I'm gonna find an issue with it. And please do not say Red Dead or Grand Theft Auto, because I will definitely get you right there. And it says Red Dead and worse, but Grand Theft, that's got issues, guys. Trust me. Oh god, worst lag issues. Oh god, that ain't really. If you got a laggy issue or a connection, one reason I'm kind of glad I don't have multiplayer. Yeah, a lot of that has to do with that. It's internet issues. What the hell is up with this, guys? Damn, a hole in fucking a whale? Boy, we noticed it there, didn't we? Now, here, I don't usually notice that, but I noticed it there. Well, yeah, what the hell I got back here? What I got is an accident, and guess what? My discount back to 12. God, I had to get closing at a level 2 or whatever it is, guys. That's the luck of what I'm hauling, shrimp or something like that. Oh boy. Oh boy. I feel bad. Very bad. And keep in mind, just if you don't know, yes, I got a control. Do I wish I had a wheel? Yeah, but I really don't have a place to support a wheel, guys. Keep that in mind as well. I don't have wheel support more means again where I said I don't have that where I don't have a share or anything like that for that type of stuff. Famous rig, game rig. I also I'd rather have the money goes into one of those rigs. Got stuff, a lot of stuff like you need. Kind of spending on stuff. Again, everything I have comes from my own pocket, because it's nothing I have that just been paid for by someone else. Or, okay, I shouldn't say like that either. Yeah, there's stuff. I have games that's been like that. I have this headset like that. Okay. But it's so when I know it's not a company type thing, it's definitely people I know. It's not someone's paid for it, and you know, people have some budgets. Just having to come in some extra, and it got so. What the headset was is initially. Now I use it because you don't use. Mine, I don't know what happened to mine, honestly. I don't know what this one. This is a Turtle Beach one. It's a really good one. Too bad the right earpiece kind of snapped or something one day. I was taking it off or something, so it came off, and I fixed it with duct tape, but it's not the best fix. Now I'm getting whole hillbilly right now. So, fixed out. Gee, the only thing, and I do notice is they won't coffee, strong coffee, whatever. I keep wanting to say hot coffee. That's another thing altogether. That is nothing. Thank God. That is something, by the way. I'll go tell you on the road. I know you can sign your name. I'm gonna let you guys watch it. Charlie show Dover here. Serves that so you could get that guy to do your voiceover work for him. He needs a job. See, this show got man, Netflix, what the hell, man? I like this show. Wait, next. Iglesias? Just got into those and one's already been canceled. Big show was canceled. You know, I was more into the. I think I liked it because it's not so much a big show, it's a little show, man. JJ. She made the show worth watching. Funny as hell. It's just like it's nothing picked up yet. I hope it has. It gets it. Is the Green Arrow and the Canaries, which is Mia as taken over the role. You know, a spin-off of Green Arrow. I admit I'm scared. Is how season 2 Batwoman coming as I go be, and when we get closer and closer to the premieres, guys. Well, I'm gonna say it is annoying Ruby Rose left. It's what's it gonna be like? It had to admit the show's last season of premiere down in Stargrove started out a better. I felt that I like Batwoman, but it's Kelly DC when it first premiered, not the strongest first season, but with a change in that, the lead characters change. It's not. Don't be surprised if viewership doesn't decline as a result. I'm just saying it could happen. Let's face it, it's hard to replace the main character without that. With it being the exact same person, the characters being the same. Great example of what happened with Chadwick Boseman and the Black Panther. They are not bringing to their honor in that. T'Challa's not being recast. From what I understand, it's actually going to be, sounds like someone else taking over the Black Panther from now. If that sounds like maybe someone's in the film, then it was in the film already, which was his sister. But I'm on board. Hell, I liked her. She was awesome. Of course, not just Chadwick. I mean, I like Chadwick too. Wow, could we see it? Can we see a little ding ding? I don't know if you see it, it's not that big a deal. I can't really see it because where that's out. Okay? Too close, I think, guys. I'm looking, trying to see if guys. I can't tell. Yeah, maybe a little. No, that's maybe on my screen, guys. Yeah, it's my screen. Of course, it's a little bit. Yeah. You know what? I just thought of something. I'm gonna get the paint job off here because I like these 3D paint jobs too, but it's hard to look at that without thinking of what else it is. We're gonna do you. Well, that's no offense, man. Don't look so serious about it on there. Serious. Good to see you again. I got a 2-tier job for you. Real heavy loads. Interested? I'm a boy already. Of course, bring it on. First, I'd like you to pick up a trailer full of sand at our local store. We'll take it from there. I mean mud. We'll go be in rain. Good be hearing from you, then. I think it is rain. I gotta remember that before I take off. Yeah, it's raining. Let me get my wipers on. Also, we're going down to this depot. I don't even know the big turn like this. That's down in Wester Haven. I'm hoping to get to 20 on this stream, guys. I don't like to do that stuff off stream again. If I don't, I'll just keep. Because I like to get my Oster Haven garage so I can start working for Iona. Get mine to finish her off. You gotta finish his off first. So you get to a point you can't do any more for her. You know, I try to do round robin when I got them open up. After I get her, Sven, and David done, then I get another 20 grand together. Usually easier by then because I probably have more towards 20 grand. To get what? You're right. To get the last one, I call it by can. I can't. I can't. I don't know, guys. Sorry if I'm butchering these names. I don't know if you can butcher these names, can you? I mean, they're not. It's fictional. I mean, it's not based on what was said here. But again, the language, I don't know as well. What it does. German, I'm really good with the Germany, because that's for the other trucks that's coming on consoles. It's gonna be set that. I'm curious again on that word, because I know where the Autobahn is set on. I think I've seen them. It listens to one video that same turn off. I was notice on there, so I'm curious what it's going to look like. You know, is it going to be the same type of roadway? Is it going to be different? I mean, not roadway, not scenery wise. I'm not expecting that. But you know what I mean. The road itself, the initial road. That map though, let's face it, that map's pretty small. I can't. Little area. I got it because I thought it was that one I'd seen on some stream. It might have just been completely similar to the one I saw, which looked really like a nice game. That this firefighting one looks like a nice game. I wouldn't mind seeing it out of it. But yeah, I was watching earlier. It was Bay Area bugs for American Truck Sim, which I found kind of like, but he turns fatigue off. I don't know. To me, I couldn't, guys. Why? Hey, the rain. That's a little bit, but it's not too bad. Yes. I don't know. It's not too bad. Still, I can go turn off the lights or wipers or right scan. So where are we taking this again? You always know it before I connect. I always go back into this of why. I'm used to these traders. Once you hook up, you get the message. Timer starts type thing. Did you guys go up and dig up a desert somewhere? Man, this sure is a lot of sand. Where do you want me to deliver it? Take it up to our storage depot and buy, please. There'll be another truck waiting for there. Also filled with half the Sierra. Nope, concrete must be delivered at my place. Sometimes don't make me carry them, by the way. Have I already told you about my backpack? By the way, it's still on the side here more rain. I don't really look too bad on the front. We'll keep it on, I guess. I don't know, dude. Back to your place, kind of a short trip, man. Probably a good fella. Look, God, I was just getting on this about him, and now look at me. I'm got about half a bar over here. I could finish this journey. And one of these I thought was mislabeled too. I can't remember which road it is. I don't even know who it's for. One's very mislabeled where you're going with it. You say one thing, you're going somewhere. And I don't mean because it's that misdirect little type thing. It's actually, they mention it just, and they never switch where your head is. This is not where they're saying. It's, maybe it is supposed to be a misdirect. Spies. Try how you have to load. Oh, there's several they would have police type thing, cops. That way you're thrown, ain't you? You would obey those speed limits more, because let's face it, we've probably all done it, guys. Maybe you've done it. You've done it, right? You're on a timer, you know you've done it. It used to be bad enough on David, now the fact I can't get my early jump. Well, I want the Mustang so bad. But I get that side of the game. They also mentioned not adding that. Kind of glad they're not, because another company's got that now, and on their roads got that. So if that's their thing, don't add that, please. Bam, kill the truck. That's their thing. Which, hey, good for you. You've added somebody on your road truck, guys. Way to go. But I'm going to let you guys know if you're watching my broadcast. Well, if I want, I will get the game. I will be on it. I'll give it an honest review and stuff. Cause I'll try to do it with this. I'm gonna remain objective, I guess, but with expect not getting aware of the situation we're facing right now in game in life in general, as well as in. To be expected that there may be issues as a result in the industry. Because someone will go on in detail about I just changed coding like this, blah blah blah. I don't know nothing about coding and describing how the coding works. Which one is it, dude? You don't know it. No me think it's something like it's that easy. Because probably not. I know nothing on coding. I'll be the first man. I ain't gonna tell you how it's done. I know nothing on it. I don't know how to do it. Wish I did. Hell, if I knew how to do that stuff, I'd be out there doing it. Make money doing it. I know nothing on this stuff. Could've, but that year was the year I signed up for it in school. Making our own game, by the way, it was a thing on that course, but I left it. But that's what happened. The year I signed up, of course, is the year that the fucking oh, it's a reverser. It's a nice reverse one, guys. We may have to still park. I don't know. Oh, come on. Another thing, I know it's a part of wipers, but I wish I would get this. Oh, come on, truck, straighten out on me, please. I'm trying to make it straighten out. I don't want to straighten out. It sometimes bites me when I do this. These are, again, I wish they'd have more of these, or more, like, all of them. Let's settle for the 70, guys. We can't get any better, guys. If you're not on a deal like that, I mean, yeah, it's want to go 80, but we'll kill it 80. Tried it, but I can't. It is not here, you lying suck a monkey crap. Andre, you liar. You lied to me. I'm gonna go over to that, I'm just gonna go over to the little sleep spot here. I don't think I'll go truck push, but I can on that little amount of sleep. For the rest that's left. Few I'll probably get over there on there, because I do want to do another for Charlotte real fast as well. Charlotte Big Show door. Definitely with a big show. Well, it's the big show. Could be worse. He could make it where he couldn't do this. I don't care. There's another thing I'm seeing on. I've been watching someone's videos for on road. I know they don't use it. I guess they don't use the fatigue part on it, the tack card where you have to sleep. I wish they would to see how this works, because I've watched their. I mean, I can pay for it and give the poor guy a heart. Keep in mind, I do watch this stuff. And I mentioned that, and I've actually mentioned it before in my streams, guys. Watch this stuff. It's. I don't have a problem. I don't know if he's done it. Another guy would watch this squirrel. Watch this stuff. I know he plays the road truck and stuff, but obviously he plays American trucks. There's a load too. I would almost watch the video on the American truck about trip to the area I'm very familiar with, which is Sacramento. My thing is, if it's too wintry, I think it would throw me out. Sacramento like here, you don't get that. We get snowfall, but it's not that regular, guys. It's like Crew 2 when you get snow in Miami. It's just not very realistic. It's not. I mean, it could probably happen, but it's gonna be a rarity. The one I would like to know where it goes. I think it goes to something up there. Also, what? Not for the cows light up. I hope they do better than this. Cause you look at the dials. You told me where those needles are in this truck. Looking at the dials, you cannot tell in the rain and the dark. This stuff right here, by the way, they're saying they're not adding on to that for the map expansion, from my understanding. Yet, why have that little thing that goes off to the right there on the map if that's not supposed to be something? In fact, you see there's a road. I want to know what's back there, guys. I'm gonna drive for that gate. I'm gonna smash it. I wish. What's back there? I seen a road over there. Those areas, if I really want hidden places, where would be headed? Still nothing. Hidden places in a way was expansion, wasn't it? Or add-on, I guess, more than expansion. Could it be a... Oh boy. I don't think they mentioned snow, but could it be that? Because people asked about that before when they do go where we go to the snow area. Could it be a map expansion up there? Under to the north there where those, you see those mountains up there. Could it be something like that? Oh boy, which yard is this out of? There's one yard here I don't mind again. I may need to get some fuel. Need the fuel rush, sure is that. It's that yard. That yard's actually got multiple entrances and exits out of. It's got two actually. You got this one over here, and there's also a second one. I don't even know he knew about. Martin knows about. You got this one, obviously, where that trailer is, but if you go to the other side, there's actually another exit, guys. Wish I knew about back in the day when we had all the AI issues. You see, there's another one right over there. Actually, that's probably the better one to align with for this. You don't even have to worry too much about this back out stuff. I mentioned my bad back, man. Actually, that's... Boy, that is me, man. I'll be a bad dog. Picked up your concrete blocks, lots and lots of them. Have I already informed you about my ongoing back trouble? You sure did. I feel your pain. You know, back there in your comfy office, sure you don't get kicked up with Lamar Davis. Buddy boy, I ain't going out the way you're telling me. Jesus. Go follow this box truck. I'm gonna burn more fuel. My dime on that fuel. Your dime, I'll know whatever way you tell me, G. Nah, I'd be totally. I'd never seen bugs do that either. Going to the offices and all and stuff like that. The squirrel. I'll shoot all that stuff with him, man. That's why I like squirrels videos. When you go ride with him, you get the journey experience. Guy like me early on somewhere. Yeah, okay, you got those experiences earlier, didn't you? Oh boy, sometimes it's a pain in the backside. Getting that boron over the island way, boy, that was fun. That heavy ass crane on the back end. But I get those. I've already said, cause my next video in this is probably gonna be wherever I'm picking it up from the next country. I got all these players, trailers to show off, and that's probably gonna be the most tedious boring-ass video you can imagine if you're trying to make a video on something like that. Show off trailers. I want to watch it, I'll be honest. Compare that. Is it raining again? Oh boy, on the hill. Thanks a lot. I can't even go in. I can't even. This is where I need that L1. I swear. I also need to pick up all my cruise controls and build up speed. Okay, now maybe. Hey, I did it. No problem. Didn't even lose it in my line. I get. Sometimes I want to hold it. No, you don't have to. It's when it's in the middle. Just yeah, or I'm picking up bus song. Cause bus song, you better open up menu. You're not moving nothing. Let me tell you. That's why I'm learning to find it on the dash more, like this ramp, because that's most times I open it for the ramp. Or when I first start the journey, I'm adjusting the seat, right? When I'm opening to adjust the seat on the new bus, and it does memory. You don't have to do it every time. New buses, I do have to. I have a certain level, but they got a sun visor on the game. I think I put it down once. I'm not put it back down, guys. That thing is so damn large on that game. It's too big. Wish a car's visor, guys. It just flips down. Right, and it just flips down. It's a little thing. They don't need to be the size of the damn windshield. I don't need them a whole screen covered by a dang thing. I hope they fixed it. This would be a great example. There was an issue on this game. By the way, don't care. I'm turning those damn high beams on, guys. I probably have a hard time seeing sometimes in these dark areas. No light roads in the lane. Let me tell you. But there's been an issue with sometimes with his mission. Certain mission givers this ain't popping up when you have a delivery to the yards. From previous giver or even from them, sometimes it does not pop up after you finish the mission. I've had that happen. I forget who it was. I want to say it was him. I think it was after I was trying to just do his missions to get hers. One of hers open up. But the owners, as they are associated at a certain point. Impressive. Hauling heavy loads like these, you really have exceptional driving skill. Yeah, well, it's much trickier than people think. Probably is. Some people just believe it's all easy. It's so easy, it's so easy. 22,000. Hey, more money. 4,000 will be in the clear. Make a left turn, Daddy. Make a right turn, Daddy, and you'll be in the clear. Yeah, it's both there. There's something. We'll go down to Charlotte and do one. I have to finish it off tonight, but getting around that time, I got little kitties that rely on me to feed and stuff, so I gotta feed them. Saturday starts from, we lost one here last few days, so it's trying to keep them in their norms, guys. You know, lost one, you don't want them to, they're already feeling that, and I'm seeing them looking for, so trying to keep some normalcy in their lives. I don't know, like us, they just know so much their sister is missing now, but may not know what happened. Yeah, it hurts, yeah. I'm always around the sun damn when it hurts, meal time. So I don't want to feed them, so it gets to you, right? Pain in your heart. Our family, man. Animals are our family. Our families too. Type of family like this, so it's a truck driver probably want a dog or something with me. I guess that companionship, right? EJ had a bear, his shimp. Snowman had Flash, or not Flash. What's a Flash? I want to say Flash. I don't think that was it. God, I'm drawing a blank. Fred. It's Fred. What the hell am I called Flash. Flash Roscoe's so stupid. Knew it wasn't that, but same type of dog. Deep bloodhound type. And for trying to go for that song, because I know what's on that song. Text about no fly. Let's open another French paint skins here, like guys. I'm just gonna get it. I thought I could. 2 for 1. Hey, since I'm the one keeping you busy at this moment, could you do me a favor? Sure, Charlie. What can I do for you? I'd like you to pick up a refrigerator trailer. I'm bad back now. Hard to be lifting. Pick up where? Pick it up where? Buy a can of Dusters on deliver it to Insabai and pick up a second trailer there. Pick up a second trailer there. And deliver it at your place? You really catch on quickly. Not all. Yeah, but this one's gonna cost you, pal. $5 grand. What are friends for? Actually, 4,500 for Boston around. Apparently, actually a little more than that. I'm gonna pay for fuel. Pick up the fuel, gets over and buy a can, and off we go. And away we go. Okay, let me go back to low beams. I can't handle having those high beams on. I'm being a little bit area. I like those when sometimes I'm picking up too. Some of those phases are just dark as hell. I wish there was more light. Got like I did on my dream house. If I build on Sims 4, I found a way to buy lighting around the outside of the fences, so it'll lit up the outside. Put it right behind the fence. Using the Star Wars lights. Or lights from that pack. They look like regular lights. It ain't that big of all thrown onto, you know, for that it's a normal area. It's kind of looks okay for that. Oh boy, would you stop doing that game? Control. Problem is I can't really see nothing out these mirrors. Some dark skies. What the hell I'm seeing? Oh boy. It's in a bloody hell. What the yup, you're seeing in speed. I'm gonna be lucky if I don't overtake on that. Not enough road for me to overtake, guys. Or wood now. Bloody ass tractor. Help spells. Too damn much traffic coming frickin' to overtake. For some in the morning, a lot of traffic.
Hi brother.
Hey.
This game in scale 1 to 10 is...
I don't know what this was, honestly. Oh, this tractor goes right up ahead, I can tell you. If not, I'm gonna find a way to get around it's 20 mile per hour in a 30, so I'll tell you. But like we're driving in towns. Remember when these had these tractors from the world before? But they were going faster back then. They're slower now. Crap, if he's waiting, he's going left. Oh crap. You're going right? Thank you. Tractor, your truck, I mean Tacoma, you're going left? Okay. Let's see, no, I'm gonna hit a tractor, boy. I'm on a deadline. It's cold, I just don't want to be behind your ass. Seriously, I don't want to be behind his ass going up there. Oh crap.
You recommend this game?
Hold on. Recommend it? I would say watch based on yourself. I don't want to really say it. People, you know, I would say watch. Judge for yourself. That's what comment I could get. Do I like it? Yeah, I know there's a lot that don't, but there are a lot of them based on what playing a while, and there's no map expansion. That is being worked on. It's It's a better thing now than when I got it, and I know there's people that try to say they apologize for recommending it. That's all I'm getting at. I don't know if I want to. Again, I like it, but maybe you wouldn't, so I want to know. If you like driving games, it's really good. Hey, right now it's for driving games on console. For a pure road driving game like this, for trucks, this is it. Now, of course, SnowRunner is by far the best, but that's a totally different type of game, man. For this on-the-road experience, this is it. There is another one coming in February, but again, I won't say nothing on that, because right now the only thing you can find on that is based on computer, and that's been on a year on a computer, and I know in the beginning it wasn't the best on that, so how does it go run on this? Who knows until it's actually out. There's actually videos and all for that, I don't know. Right now, this would be the game for console. If you got a Switch, though, this would probably be better on that, because it is on Switch. It's tough again to really blends for Switch, I think. I don't, so I can't say, but I would think it would be a good game on there. That's, again, my honest opinion. I can't really say either way. I've had a game I felt strongly about that I did recommend. I hope people didn't mind. I think it was SnowRunner or Bust something. Good enough game I could do it on that I know people probably like that type. I've also had a game I play and one I'll recommend at all, which is WWE 2K20. There's this fact they're not working on it, and it's got issues. Been there since I've got it, and been there since I think before I got it, and they've not fixed the problem. So at least these guys seem like they are concerned. Issues of public, they do work on it, fix it. They do try to give players what they want. Again, not if you want multiplayer, then yeah, no, there's not gonna be no multiplayer added to it. They've been very adamant about that. That's not a feature they're adding. It's not really needed on this game either. Yeah, I admit it would probably be nice to have someone like that at times, just have someone to drive with. But other than that, no, you don't really need them. It's not like it's a game that money's a real thing, big, that you need other people to help you get. For instance, I'm Terminator Garage, they're 20,000, I'm at 15, but it gives me something to work towards, right? There's not a lot to buy, so again, but don't bother me. Sort of looks like an Oracle or Chevy. I mean, not Chevy. Chevron, sorry. Oh boy. Just picked up another little concern down here in the lower left. It's actually a bigger concern. Because there's not one by Charlie, it's the rest. Luckily there's one right up ahead here. That we can drive on into. I personally, again, I like the game. But until I know when this stuff's coming, I don't know. I've met there's people that's grown tired. If you have the patience, yo, again though, the last time they had a major update, the game went. They've since fixed it, but it was took a lot of patience. It was a mess after that. That's when they added those garages like this one and the one over, not the starter garage, but. I don't have to do what I'm doing there, but I do. They have a patch coming that's adding some things like rumble strips. What I want, button mapping, don't really need that now. The lights for another thing. I want it because this controller ain't the best for games, but I have to use it for some because they don't have a button swapping where I can do accelerator on R1 over to R2, and R2's the issue with this. And also, because you'll note, in this game it does not have. Yes, I do have this. paint scheme you do have to pay extra for. It's not standard. It's a free bug thing. I just go. It keeps, you know, helps keep the company going. Helps them make updates to games, right? Little things like that. Okay. It sounds like the reverse sound. It's coming in this patch. That's coming. They're trying to issue a patch slots from the game, not the game, but the system company, Sony and Microsoft. And of course, I guess Nintendo as well. I don't know. Nintendo may quite as updated as this. So. But this DLC, for those who just got the game, by the way, the trucks, tractors, no, it's a free. No one's a free DLC. Dead in places and damage and all that. They added on that one. This patch that's coming out, that's a free thing. That's probably better be, you know what. Map expansion, you may have to pay for that. I don't know. And it may reward loyalty. You know, people that's been patient with them, you know, waiting. Hopefully. New jobs. If you finished it. I personally had those on an old system one reason it's true. Or maybe just one refresh, you know, give you something. You've gotta have everything. There's 2 trophies I'm working on. They're hidden, so I don't know which ones they are, and I'm trying to look for a trophy list. I cannot figure it out. There's 2 trophies I need. Let's just cater to a certain oh, it may be. I just realized, I think it might be the Quest series. Truck line. That truck line's had some issues with it, the engine. Or it's not fixing. Which, hopefully they fix. There's a visual sign to it. Newer players, it's an issue. Yeah, if you don't know about it, for some I've believed it. It's got the cities on the wrong list on the wrong signs, so you may be in the wrong lane if you come across it. Don't come across on this track. And so the next one said do that one, then call it a night. That's how close I am to 20 up there. If you like a relaxing game that's not a strain, yeah, I think it's 30 US, so 30, 40, I think it's something like that for it. Ain't that bad of price point to it. You know, not a terrible price point for it. Hey, no free. Little DC level with some whatever for my save. Brilliantly blue, that would be for this. You won't see it because I'm gonna run my new paint. So I want to get the French one, but tell that money, I just can't get it until I have enough to get it. The German one's another one's coming. German paint skins. Again, keep looking a little weird. I want an American paint scheme on a European truck, so. And they don't have official branding, which, hey, I get it. They don't even have this any on official cities and stuff, and it's a fiction. They've explained on that too, because a lot of those companies do want their things to look, you know, they don't want like the visual damage to it or stuff. Want it to always look new. They get that, or even the little thing like customization, where I've enjoyed on this game. This game's got the customization, you know, where you could do something like this. You could do like change the look of the truck almost entirely. Which I kind of was wondering about. I watched the Martin. I don't know what's included, because if you knew, you know what you need to do. Knows what you need to do to unlock this stuff. You've been playing a while, you know what you need to do. You need to. Hey, we got 100% of this. We need to, little thing, if you don't know, is do these little cargo jumps so you unlock that stuff, guys. There are also skills on something, but it's mostly connected with engines. It's through, paint schemes and engines is connected through, the skills, but some of this other stuff, like your mirrors, stuff like there ain't a whole lot on these trucks. There is some, on first person. I'm going with the cool. Is this? Oh, this is not the other. Is it the flat? Yeah, it's a flat. I can't remember what that one yet is. I don't like. It's got a oh, pufferfish. They got pufferfish too. You call blowfish also. Oh, that's what it's called. I'm home right before he was dying. In Simpsons. There were one picked up number 2. Head your way now. You're a true miracle worker. Spread the word. Number love, friend. Peace. If I were to say it myself, yeah, I went with a person's recommendation. At the time, he was fully behind, but I know the guy ain't behind it anymore. Yeah, I would say get it again. I like it. It's improved enough since I brought it. I mean, when I got into this game, it was a lot of chaos on this. These AI, oh god. Roads blocked off. I went to sleep over. I think it was Northern. Woke up. I did not know I was getting out there. Another time I was over where the overpass was. Same problem. An accident blocked off the roadway. I couldn't even get. I had to literally go out my way to get back on to get around that because I couldn't get to the on ramp. Or maybe I was to pick up fuel, or I was going to sleep. Actually, it was, I remember now what it was. I was going to get sleep, which was beyond the overpass. I couldn't get to it because it was blocked off to turn on. So many times you'll see me do that, trying to turn my signals on. That's, if you play Bus Simulator, know what that's about. Like I do as well. There are totally different buttons on those. You also see me on there do it, sometimes you'll see this where it goes black on that down there at the bottom because it's telling me I'm speeding. You go by driveways, keep that in mind, they will do that. There's a section up beyond going that other direction or that does it as well, but that's a bigger section. Driveways I don't really pay much attention. It gets a driveway. This says it's 20, but once you pass it, it's a little short section. Enough that if you're doing it, if there were cops in the game, yeah, you probably go get pulled over. There's not, don't worry about it. There's speed cameras ain't by those areas. They're not going to get busted. Beautiful. I think it looks beautiful. So some people have said that. I don't notice that. I think it looks very beautiful, guys. And there is a feature, some people saying it in the game, but sorry. You notice it does center back automatically now. There's not a button for it, it just does it automatically. You use that P feature like I just used. Don't try it like that. It centers right back centered for you automatically. Of course, I like it where I got it right like this, from more on the wheel. More like that, more. Okay, I gotta back her down a little bit. Under 20. Speed limits for town, 20 miles. And this is based on miles and stuff. I don't got, oh, I'm going to Charlie's. I don't know. I don't have to worry about turning. Was it his yard? I'll probably turn that off. I'll worry about it in his yard. Sometimes his yard could be, I think, has been in the past. You get these ones with the arrows. Those are reverse only. you're wondering. Newer to these. Gotta assume what you got out there too. Let's say for a moment. Can't go turn that off so that get through here faster. Depends what again, how it's regular, looks like. You don't see there on it. There's been some that's been bad. Bad, I tell you, bad. Spot. 1 yard I'm not looking forward to too. There's you got to reverse of the road on one of them where you are not, because you're on a timer on that mission, you are not going to finish if you don't. Also 90%, that's no big deal. You sure know how to keep a customer satisfied. New clients also speak highly of you. Really, that's good news. Want some more news? I got plans for the business. Oh? You didn't know? Time to tap into new markets, luxury stuff. Sounds great. So if you're up for some real challenges, count me in. There's also this element that's different than most driving games, of course. You get a story. Also, you'll see little visual things. Here, you'll see boats being headed around the area. That changes as you do more missions. Now, sadly, there's not right at the moment a lot of mission givers, and there's a limited number, but you can keep repeating, redoing missions, or doing the cargo runs for the money. It also unlocks how you get your unlockables for customization. Those type of things. I'm not sure where this one's going, so I would do one more and then go call it, because it's not that super far. What am I looking at? Sleep-wise, a few bars off, not big deal. Going in style. You make kid, we're really going places now. Yeah, and where to exactly? To fancy restaurant supplier in Osterhaven, to be precise. Wow, what am I delivering to him? The finest, freshest bluefin tuna round. I'll be extra careful and extra polite. You better be. Okay. Must be here. I think, yeah, I think so. It'd be nice if we could. Don't often get that. Kind of this is going to show, sad is going to show a few problems. Got a few dents and things. Where am I at on that? By the way, was probably going to go by my skill. Yeah, my safe driver skill. I'm not at 4 if I get a bonus, so $15 if I pull it off. Let's get some nourishment. Not nourishment, refreshment, soothing for a throat also. Cool drink. I think I'm sadly going to back road. I could go to speed limit right now. You probably going to see me start speeding, guys. The only reason, I know the last time I had a low going this way. I think don't forget a bluefin tuna. I think I had Moby Dick back there. Oh, that's a little too fast. 28, there we go. Felt like I had Moby Dick back there. Oh, for here, we're having struggling to pick up speed on that little hill right there. I should feel like my White Star earlier on Snow Run. Not that bad, at least I got up the hill and down the back up, try to make another run. I don't know what was going on with that truck. Wasn't that big a load? It was just a cargo container. Wasn't that big a load? Little one too. 2 slot one. Those are tiny compared to some of those containers I came in the house. 4 or 5 slot ones. Oof. No bus. A box truck. It's getting burned with these newer vehicles. Again, the DLC was free. Down at the bottom, I had those. That's there back then. That again, the AI now to let's say when I first started, which or maybe even a year ago. I don't know what it was like a year ago when the game came out. I'm honest, I'm not. I didn't have it back then. I don't think it was too bad, but the AI was when I first started. Not shortly after I started when that expansion came out too, but and that's why I'm more patient. It's earlier in the year though, guys. If that's not when I got on board. Do I regret buying? No, I actually enjoyed this game quite a bit. Don't always get to play it on that. There's times I'm trying to cover other games, of course. Sims being a big one on this channel. SnowRunner, another big one on this channel. Still, I'm just finishing up Michigan. I haven't rushed it. I don't want to rush games. Not those type of games. Some games, yeah, there was story, like, let's say, if I get it, Last was 2. I don't know on Cyberpunk. I was looking forward to that, but I'm tearing that game. I mean, visually, it's not. It's got some issues, guys. One more hours now, it's got some issues. Again, it makes me wary. Okay, there was a game I was thinking again, and let's go get it. It was a. I was hesitant because the previous listing didn't go too well, which was a different type of game, which is the 2K series for WWE. And I was looking at, actually at first I wasn't looking at Battlegrounds. It was always like, it didn't appeal to me too much. I kind of seen someone play it for a bit and like, it looks interesting. But deep that guy mode, if you're bored of story, which I would be, it's not a game for you. It's a basic battle royale type series, which I've checked one out. I've checked 2 out. I've checked Fortnite and Apex Legends. If you're into those games, they're probably great. Fortnite, let's face it, it's not the best game if you're not under 10. Or whatever age of you think, 12, 13, something like that. Kid. Yeah, it may not be free. I mean, we all remember, I didn't catch it myself, but the battle between Drake. Yeah, you're always gonna be Aubrey to me, dude. Murray from Degrassi. Jeremy Bruxman. And Ninja. Still can't believe they didn't recognize him on Masked Singer. Seriously, I've seen one clue package enough to tell me it was Ninja. Not based on one visual clue in that whole package, so I knew it was those guys. It was the breaking that board. I said, like, that's Ninja. Also, it was also the color dice from the hair. His hair, that light bluish hairstyle of his. Same color. Yeah, little face like that, so I knew what it was. None of us killed the Osborne. I said it. I think she did a great job on it. I hear that there was one slip she made, and it was better than no, but like that's Kelly Osborne. I know that because of it was a very obvious clue. This is a little tougher. There's ones I should have knew and I didn't. Some I didn't know. I'm not saying anything because if you do watch and I haven't seen it this season, I don't want to do that. I don't know what it's like. These were obviously older seasons, so maybe telling you which ones. Some were obvious. I mean, again, been obvious to me. Terry Bradshaw was a great example. That one I knew right away. Sorry, Terry. I've known you long enough to know it was you, dude. Shang, another obvious one. Even though I admit that one was, I know it was one of them, just don't know which one it was, Cheech or something. It was one or the other. There's a good example of a rule that's really unused. There's actually office over that way too, and no other traffic going over there. I still have enough there right out of yards there, unless it's a future thing. Again, but the map expansion could be going that way, guys, to the mountains. That would add an interesting element to the game if I went over those. No, see, I did this before, but before they came out, and I was like, God, I wonder where these hidden places were going to be. And I kept places I thought they would be, because there's looks like elements it could be, and then not even near. Of course, oh God, did I just think say, oh, to do that, I've turned my engine off, guys. I don't know where to go right back up to where it was on speed. We'll see. Hope it actually goes past that. No, it's actually good too. So it kind of worries. There was only like 3. Kind of let down on that. I'd be the first one that was a little let down. But I have a feeling, because the guy that does it, the live streams, he's somebody who plays this too. He likes playing this game as well. So if you're a player of this, you're gonna want more, aren't you? You're gonna want more. If you're with the studio makes it, I mean, you're playing it as well. You're gonna want more. Of course, stuff he likes and that I like. He, for instance, likes the music. I don't have that music on for a reason. You know what happens when I turn it on? I start going to sleep. Yeah, the music in this game leaves a lot to be desired. It has it, but it's a very it's just not me. If I'm not streaming, I'd be. I mean, I like the sound of the game. I think it's a little too much to play it, but I do it during crew too, for instance. I've seen with the newer sound effects on that game, the horns, the sirens, and all. I do it on there, Spotify. Especially when I do the New York run for money. I always do that. It seems I know you're faking 75 and I'm down in my 50s. I feel like the trucks really get loose over 60, so I don't go really over 60 on this game. You can go around, I don't care what red says. I ain't getting no speeding for being under the speed limit, for instance. Too slow, so I ain't gonna worry about it. I move. I think this is my turn off, yes. God, I'm already here. Don't know if this one goes back or not. That's where I don't know, and we can't remember. Do you know what said he just did this in the stream last night? I mean, it must be before last night. I watched it last night. I can't remember. Of course, it was half asleep, so that probably don't help. Half asleep now. Jazz butt. Bit lost me, my dude. I wish I did 20 grand. I'm staying over here. Get the truck. Truth, I may have been over here, may just do neon that next time. Who knows? Truck does need some. If we need more of a slime in anything game. Don't like this one actually moaning out now. I do have to, I think, turn around after this. I wish it would do it if I just slightly go into the yard. It does. Oh, thank you. I don't have need a full turnaround. Hell, it does. Found a place. Must admit, I'm a bit nervous to meet these people. No need. Fancy bench. Just let me know. He wants the car to be delivered somewhere else. Actually, this figures so where to now. It's just a good one to cover road. Yeah, there's your new room. Thanks a bundle. You're going to see someone on this one that's actually makes a, oh boy, the fact I got this start reversing. I am not, I don't know point going to back in the first person. It's just down the road over in that yard over there. Knew that before I even got in there and knew it, and yet I knew what to do with it because you can't get that purple. Don't you even come out, boy. You'll be running a semi on your truck, on your hood. don't remember this. Office here. Down it, sure would like to give them a piece of my mind. Promise you'd be polite, remember? Okay, I'll keep my shirt on. Tie would be nice too. It's just... He's probably a fucking viewer tie. By the way, it's dark up in here. I'm getting a high beam treatment. I'm going over here. I know it's at the end. At least so far. Hey, whoa. Did I go wrong? I went wrong, guys. Boy, this at night. I may be waiting to daylight. How long daylight? Jesus, a lot of night. I've actually made too far out, guys. I mean, go show it, but I'm not gonna try to. I should go in both. Either it's a freaking reversal. See, you got no, it ain't. It's okay. You have. If you came the right way, you'd see both of those. I see that could be a bro missing. It's this one to the right here. This one over here. That I'm aiming at now. This other one's a garage because you can buy them. But you gotta have 20 grand for it, which obviously. Don't just buy. I mean, you could. You can't buy it unless you have enough. But oh boy, that's a tip top. All done. That actually went surprisingly well. Really, you never cease to amaze me. Hey, go back. I know. I'm awesome. I'm all there. Seriously, this meant a great deal to me and to you. One thing will lead to another. Hope so. Head back now. Literally, I gotta head back now? Oh, hell no. I'm tired. Okay, guys. I already got 17. I'll probably do a mission next time around for her or the person over here. I get done for tonight, guys. Smash that like button, subscribe, leave comments. Also, recommend the game to other people. I'd love to get more followers. I'll see you next time, guys, for more Truck Driver for the PS4. Till then, good luck and good trucking. Brum, brum.